So, have you ever looked at a medal from like a virtual 5K and felt that same, real buzz of satisfaction you get from a big in-person race?
hmm
Or maybe you've just wondered what that digital badge on your fitness app really means. Is it just bragging rights?
That's a great question.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into this fascinating world. Virtual medals, digital achievements.
Hmm.
It's surprisingly deep and maybe even a bit ancient.
That's the hook, isn't it? How old meets new.
Exactly. We've been digging into some really compelling insights, especially from Anita L. Hummel's work, Beyond the Finish Line, the virtual medal phenomenon.
A very insightful piece.
Yeah. So our mission today, for you listening, is to sort of unpack why these digital things resonate so strongly with, well, millions of people.
Yeah.
It seems to tap into these really basic human desires, right? For accomplishment, community, personal growth.
Absolutely fundamental desire.
Okay, let's unpack this then.
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how something that feels so modern, a virtual medal, it actually plugs directly into this very old, very human need we all have for recognition.
Ah, okay, so it's not just a tech trend.
Not at all. We can trace that evolution, see how our need to mark achievements has, well, changed and adapted over centuries, but the core impulse, it's stayed pretty much the same.
Right. So let's start with how we even got here. I mean, the explosion in virtual races and challenges, it's been huge these last few years.
Undeniable.
And the big catalyst, we all know, was the COVID-19 pandemic, wasn't it? Suddenly, all the in-person events just stopped. Marathons, fun runs, cycling events, everything.
Wiped off the calendar.
But people didn't just give up on their fitness goals, did they? Instead, this really clever adaptation popped up. People found ways to keep going just from home.
Yeah, running around the block, cycling indoors, hitting local trails solo.
Exactly. But it wasn't just a temporary fix, was it? Your research, Hummel's work, it shows the appeal went way beyond just needing something to do.
Oh, definitely. People quickly discovered the massive benefits of flexibility and accessibility. That was huge.
How so?
Well, you could run your 5K whenever, wherever. No travel stress, no super early starts, no jostling in crowds. It suddenly opened up these achievement opportunities to so many different people.
Whoa.
Busy parents juggling schedules, shift workers, people maybe with mobility issues, or even just folks who've found big races a bit intimidating. It kind of democratized the finish line, you could say.
Democratize the finish line. I like that. That's a big shift, making it way more inclusive. But it's more than just convenience, isn't it? There's this really powerful, almost like primal feeling of accomplishment when you finish one, even if you do it all by yourself.
Yes, that internal validation is key.
And then you get the medal. That unboxing moment, whether it lands on your doormat or pops up on your phone screen, it's not just metal or pixels, is it?
Not at all. It's the symbol.
Yeah, it symbolizes all that effort, the pushing through, the perseverance.
Precisely. And Hummel's work really digs into why that symbol carries so much weight. For a lot of people, these virtual challenges strip away the anxiety of race day.
Less pressure.
Way less pressure. You can focus entirely on your own goals, your own pace, without comparing yourself or worrying about the crowds. It becomes a purely personal victory.
Okay, that makes sense.
And even though people are physically apart, these events aren't lonely. The online side is huge.
Right, the community aspect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Platforms for sharing training, posting times, cheering each other on, social media groups, dedicated apps. It builds this amazing camaraderie. You're sharing the journey, even if you're miles apart.
So you don't feel alone in it.
Exactly. Connecting this to the bigger picture, it's really about making achievement feel real and accessible to way more people, fostering this sense of success and belonging.
That shared journey thing, even virtually, is powerful. So, okay, the tech is new, the virtual part is new. But you mentioned earlier this taps into something older.
Much older.
How far back are we talking? What can, ancient traditions tell us about our shiny new digital badges?
Oh, it's fascinating. This need for recognition, it's baked into us. The history of giving medals or symbols for achievement goes back millennia.
Millennia? Wow, what?
Well, think about ancient Greece, the Olympic winners, right? They didn't get gold medals, they got laurel wreaths.
Just leaves.
Simple, yeah, but incredibly powerful symbols. That wreath meant immediate honor, public respect. Sometimes it came with, free meals for life, statues built in their honor. It was serious public validation.
Okay, so the laurel wreath was like the original ultimate badge of honor.
Pretty much. And think about military honors throughout history, too.
Yeah.
Medals, ribbons, they weren't just decorations.
No, they signified bravery, sacrifice.
Exactly. Deep personal and societal meaning. So these ancient examples, the wreath, the military medals, they cemented the idea of physical tokens as powerful symbols. Achievement, sacrifice, community recognition, it's all tied up in them.
So the desire for a tangible mark, that's the constant thread.
It seems hardwired into us, yeah.
Right. So these symbols always mattered. But then, bam, the digital age arrives. How did that ancient need for something tangible, how did it morph?
Well, traditional race medals,
right.
the ones you get at a physical finish line, they had to adapt. Virtual medals popped up as this really clever response.
To meet the demand?
Yeah, for inclusivity, accessibility, especially as the world got more connected online, but also at times more isolated physically. Suddenly, you could earn recognition no matter where you lived, your physical ability, or just, crazy life circumstance.
Removing barriers.
Totally. And what's really profound, and Hummel points this out, is that even though they might be digital, these virtual medals carry that same spirit as the ancient awards.
How so?
They celebrate personal wins, they mark dedication, they offer that visible acknowledgement of effort. These modern things, they're directly linked to this long, long history of human recognition.
Wow.
Which, makes you ask the question,
yeah,
what is an achievement today, really? And how do we validate it in a way that actually feels meaningful?
That's a great question. So, okay, virtual medals aren't just new gadgets. They're plugging into something ancient inside us. That need for recognition, for marking milestones, being part of a bigger story, that really changes how you think about modern achievement, which brings us neatly to the personal side of it all, what your medal really tells.
Yes.
Because every single one, whether it's pixels on a screen or metal on a ribbon, it tells a story, doesn't it? A story of struggle, of getting there, of growing.
Absolutely. For so many people Hummel talked to, these aren't just trinkets. They're potent reminders of battles they won.
Like what kind of battles?
Maybe overcoming a serious injury, or just the daily battle of fitting training around a crazy busy life, family, work.
Yeah.
Or pushing through those mental walls, when you just want to quit.
Yeah, we've all been there.
There was one person in the source material who put it perfectly. They said, "My medals I have hanging up to remind me to exercise and continue."
Wow. Simple but powerful.
It nails it, doesn't it? There are markers of consistency, discipline, proof of dedication that lasts way longer than just the event itself.
Like a little visual nudge to keep going. That's powerful. But, okay, beyond the personal meaning, what's actually going on in our heads when we earn one? Psychologically speaking.
Well, neurologically, it's pretty cool. Earning that medal, virtual or not, it triggers the brain's reward system.
Yeah.
Specifically, dopamine pathways.
The feel-good chemical.
Exactly. But it's more than just feeling good for a moment. That dopamine hit creates this powerful feedback loop. The pleasure you feel reinforces the actions that got you there. The training, the discipline, the pushing through.
So it makes you want to do it again.
Significantly more likely, yeah. Your brain basically says, hey, that was good, let's repeat that. So the anticipation of earning the medal itself becomes a really strong motivator for keeping up the effort.
So it's literally wiring us to keep achieving. That's effective. And yet, for all that digital satisfaction, a lot of people still seem to really want a physical medal, even from a virtual event. Why is that, do you think?
That's an excellent point, and Hummels' research touches on this directly. Digital badges definitely have meaning. They give you that immediate dopamine rush, right? But the source highlights that, many people deeply value the physical medal. There's something about the tactile experience, holding it, feeling its weight, seeing the design up close.
It makes it feel more real.
For some, yes. It provides this tangible reminder, a sense of legitimacy, maybe even permanence, that purely digital things might still lack for them. It's like an anchor in our increasingly digital world.
Okay, I get that.
So often, having both the digital recognition and the physical medal offers the best of both worlds. It caters to different preferences, enhances the whole experience.
A blended approach.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how the brain seems to process both digital and physical rewards as valid signals of progress, even if the emotional feeling might be slightly different. And this ties into commitment too, doesn't it? Earning that medal, it usually takes real time, real effort, sometimes even money for the entry fee. That investment deepens the meaning. It becomes this potent symbol of dedicating yourself to growth, committing to yourself.
That makes total sense. It's the whole package. The journey, the brain boost, and for many, that physical proof.
Okay, so looking forward then. What's next for medals and achievement? Where's this all heading? It feels like things are changing fast.
Oh, absolutely. The innovation is constant. Design-wise, we're moving way beyond basic badges. Think about augmented reality, AR.
Ooh, How would that work?
Imagine being able to say, project your medal onto a virtual shelf in your room using your phone, or sharing an interactive 3D model with friends that tells the story of your race when they look at it.
Whoa, that's futuristic.
It pushes how we experience and share success. And really importantly, there's a big push for sustainability now.
Ah, eco-friendly metals. Yes. Metals made from recycled materials, bamboo, even ones with seeds embedded so you can plant them. Celebrating achievement while being kind to the planet.
I love that idea recognition that actually gives back. What about the challenges themselves? Are they staying virtual or mixing it up?
The trend is definitely towards hybrid challenges, merging the virtual and physical.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly. Maybe you train virtually, track everything on an app, but then there's a smaller local in-person meetup, like a celebration run or walk, just to get that community connection.
So you still get the flexibility, but also that human energy.
Precisely. It maintains the accessibility, but brings back some of that collective spirit.
That sounds like a great direction.
It is. And, despite all this amazing digital transformation, that deep desire for tangible symbols, I think it's going to stick around. Physical metals just have a certain weight, a history, a significance that digital can't quite replicate for everyone.
So it's about balance.
I think so. Honoring the history, embracing the innovation. If we look at the big picture, the human drive to achieve things, it's relentless. It'll always find ways to express itself, to celebrate triumphs, evolving with technology, but holding on to those fundamental needs: recognition, purpose, community.
Wow. We really covered some ground. From ancient laurel wreaths all the way to potential AR medals. It's clear these virtual achievements, they really do resonate deeply. They offer this unique mix of personal accomplishment, connection with others, and just tapping into our own resilience. And whether it's physical or digital, each one tells a story, doesn't it? Of struggle, dedication, and getting across that line. It's all about that human drive.
So here's something to chew on as you go about your day. As our world gets more and more digital, more virtual, will the actual meaning of a physical metal become even stronger? Like a rare, cherished, tangible thing in a sea of virtual spell?
The opposite.
Or will augmented reality and these super immersive digital achievements become so sophisticated, so engaging, that they completely satisfy that innate human need we have for tangible proof, for recognition? It raises a really important question for you, the listener, to think about. What do your achievements truly mean? And how do you prefer to see them recognized?